We received a pretty interesting notice from UCI last night. It says, as you might be aware, there is a snow forecast during Saturday night and into early Sunday morning. In the very unlikely event that extreme weather forces the cancellation of the DH final on Sunday, then the result of the qualification determines the final result of the event. But please be assured, every effort will be made to avoid this situation. I'm starting to feel like a broken record at this point, but this season just keeps throwing the weirdest situations at us.
They're calling for snow on Sunday, which I think if it's actually snowing, they're going to cancel. And that means that they're going to use qualifying results as world champs, which is super weird, but I don't remember a precedent like that.
Just going out to check the course for the last time. We race tomorrow and conditions have changed so much. I don't know if like the mud's going to be kind of pushed from yesterday's racing because it's started to dry, it's got really thick, or if it's just going to be peanut butter all the way around the track.
So the bikes get heavy, things get slow. Even the temperature affects the body, like your hands, you don't feel as well. And your mindset's just not quite the same as it is when everything's warmed up and good.
As we all know, 75% head and it's 25% ability, so.
No snow on Sunday.
Either way, it's going to be slippery, so.
Have I ever done wrong? You'll be fine. I promise. Well, basically forks have way more surface area and they stay cold. They're also in the front of the bike. So the cold affects them more than the shock, but we sped the shock up as well. It brought the rear of the bike up and he felt like he was weighting the front of the bike too much, but that the bike rode better. So instead of changing suspension, we just raised bars up a little bit to get him back in the position that he wanted. You have to be really careful because things do warm up, you know, partway through the run, and then you have to balance that start temperature versus mid temperature versus end temperature, so you don't go crazy. We're talking like a click here or there. I didn't change compression in the back.
Okay.
But ride it and see.
Yeah.
I think it's going to sit a little more like this now.
Good. And you put one more token.
One more token, 80 psi.
It was pretty interesting being at the Fox trailer today during qualification because as soon as the results started coming in on the screen, everyone just got completely focused on those results.
Nigel was shouting things out, Jules was looking at it, and yeah, we were just rooting for everyone to have a safe run, but a Fox rider to come out on top.
I don't know, everything goes through my head. I stress a lot, like for all kinds of reasons. Like I want everybody to come down safe. I also want to win. I don't want anybody else to lose.
Fox rider, Fox rider, Fox rider, Fox rider.
Mostly it was just whenever there was a gap and someone's next split time didn't come up for longer than it should, then you're like, oh, I hope nothing bad's happened.
They got the news that qualifying was going to be super important because it's probably going to snow. They're calling for a lot of snow, and if it snows too much, they're going to call the race and whoever qualified first wins. And Loris qualified first by a decent margin, so I'm sure he's just spinning around in circles. There's no way he's chill. Like in one way the pressure's off, but in the other way the pressure's on even more because if he has to do it again in the snow in completely different conditions. Like for the riders, it's got to be crazy too. Like some of them are like, well, it's done now, but also it could not be done. You just don't know. Obviously, I want our work to pay off. Like that's why we're here. We're one of the only companies coming out and doing tuning and really trying to get these guys faster. So when we don't win, it's like, that's how it goes sometimes. We've won plenty and hopefully we'll win some more.
So it's gonna be an interesting next couple of days with the weather situation and just being 2020 in general. Anything could happen. So be sure to check back in tomorrow with us. We appreciate you watching as always, and we'll see you then.